Hi, it's Chris Diamond. The topic of today's discussion is, does money equal time? It is a bit of a tricky question because most people spend 40 hours a week to work in a full-time job for somebody else. And what they would say is usually, yeah, sure, the money I make depends on the nature of my job, therefore money equals my time that is spent on that job. And that's completely fine if you're in the hours for dollars culture or conditioning. We are being conditioned to go to school and get a better job and move up the ladder. That's how the corporate structure works, and that's how almost the entire system works today. However, what we're not taught though is how to start our own business. If you do this, that's going to allow you to hire those people who actually go to college, graduate, spend 4 years, and then come back to you, and you don't need any educational background or you don't need any specific expertise to start that business in the first place. Let me give you some examples. Robert Kiyosaki, the founder of Rich Dad's company, makes millions of dollars and thousands of people working for him. Did you know that he was a high school dropout? He couldn't even finish high school. Here's another example. Bill Gates, the same thing, but this time he was a college dropout. He didn't have any degrees, any certificates, any credentials, but this didn't stop him to create Microsoft with net worth of more than $56 billion as we speak. Steve Jobs, he's also a college dropout. He was in Reed College at Portland, Oregon area, and he's a founder and chief executive officer at Apple. And the list of course is quite long, but I don't want to bore you with all the details. My point here is that if money equals time, then it would take thousands of years for Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and Robert Kiyosaki to get the amount of money they currently get in a month. Simply because there's a limited amount of time where we can get just a limited amount of money as a result of that bulk of time. What's wrong with this picture? Well, if we trade our time for money, we can get very little money because we all have 24 hours in a day and 7 days in a week. There's always a limit to what you can achieve with that way of thinking. However, there's really no relationship between how hard you work and how many hours you work to get some money. That's not what money is. However, if you lost money along the way, you can get always your money back, but you cannot get the time that is lost during that process. That's where time management comes quite handy. It is the most important skill you will ever learn, even if it's more important than money itself, because the activities you do today set the direction or the path of where you're going to wake up tomorrow. It is the performance management that matters, because time is always short on us. We get a lot of distractions, we multitask to finish many activities at the same time, and we spend the rest of our time having a job that compensates you monetarily for the time that is spent to work at that job. And there's no wonder why so many people are unhappy with their jobs and frustrated with their life. The worst thing one can do is to have a job they don't like, because the bills are coming along the way every month, so they have to stay at that job to pay those bills. And I'm here today to tell you that we have a choice. Things don't have to be that way. If you acquire good time management skills, you can get a lot more done, especially if you're having an online business, regardless of how busy you are and the hundreds of distractions you get daily. And regardless of all the demands you get from other people, you can always turn things around and do something better with your life. Time management is the first and the most important skill that you're going to need, and if you want me to help you with that, simply subscribe to my free time management tips newsletter at doubletimetoday.com. That is doubletimetoday.com, where you're going to get in-depth advice on time management and personal productivity, special offers, and proven strategies that work. I'm Chris Diamond. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll be seeing you soon.